Hello and welcome back. So this is going to be my June TBR. Hopefully I do a bit better than May. Although I don't really know if that's at all possible because I'm preparing for college and like I said, my job started up again. But I will do my best to beat what I did last month, which was 4. I think I can do that. Looking at my books, I think that's doable. So let's get on with it. The first book is Love Does by Bob Goff. I've mentioned this in my May TBR. It was a bit longer than I expected. I have continued to read a chapter a day, but I didn't finish it in a month. So I'll probably finish it in this month. I'm almost done with it, if you can see right there. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is a devotional. I read and loved this other book, Everybody Always, so I gave this one a shot, and I'm actually really thoroughly enjoying it. So yeah, I think I'll be able to finish this within the next day or two. So that's at least one I can put on my list. The Program by Suzanne Young. This is about an epidemic that is depression that's spreading across teens, and in order to stop it, these teens are sent into the program where they are tested and experimented on, kinda, sorta. And they're cured of this depression and all that. I'm around halfway done with this book. I like it for what it is. I can definitely see how people can find this being offensive, seeing as how it does treat depression as a sickness and something that is contagious. So I do understand that point of view, but I also can see how it's not really offensive, if that makes sense. She tried something new. She did this. So I personally, as a teenager, don't find it offensive, but I do understand how people can find it offensive. So yeah, I guess there is like a little trigger warning, I guess, for depression, suicide, that kind of stuff, because that does happen in here. So this book is definitely not for everyone, but so far I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. There are a few scenes though where I'm like, does this really need to be a subplot in here? Like, is this necessary in the slightest? But so far, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this in the next week. I think that's doable. As of right now, I have no idea if I'll continue on with the series. I might not. We'll just have to finish the book and see. Wolf by Ryan Groden. This book is about Hitler winning World War II. And yeah. Again, this is another book that I was kind of concerned was going to be offensive because it does take something as, tragic as World War II and the Holocaust, and it completely, flips it upside down. The main character, Yale, she is actually a survivor of the Holocaust, and she was experimented on, and now she can shapeshift and all that other stuff, so she can turn into different people. And there's a motorcycle race that she's entered because if she wins, then she gets close enough to kill Hitler. So yeah, like I said, no reviews have really been saying that this is offensive in any way, shape, or form, but I was still concerned about it. But I've read part of it. I'm actually really enjoying this writing style and the plot that it's made. I'm not finding anything offensive at all. So yeah, so far, hats off to the author for doing that. I'm actually really enjoying this book and the plots and all that. I'm really invested in the motorcycle race, which was something that I thought I wouldn't care about, but I actually really do like that aspect of it, and I can't wait to finish it and read this. Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. This book is about a girl named Desda. I'm not sure how to entirely pronounce it, but basically she can speak to gods, and it's up to her to save the people because she has that ability, which is super rare, of course. And I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of read over the description again, and I'm kind of low-key getting Six of Crow vibes here. Like, just listen to this. A girl who can speak to gods must save her people without destroying herself. A prince in danger must decide who to trust. A boy with a monstrous secret waits in the wings. Together they must assassinate the king and stop the war. Call me crazy, but that literally sounds like what is on the back of Six of Crows. A convict with a thirst for revenge. a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, or run away with a privileged past, etc., etc. I didn't really realize that till now, but they sound strikingly similar. And I've read, this came out in paperback, by the way, that's why I bought it, because I didn't particularly want the hardback, and then I saw this in the bookstore, I'm like, yes. But I have been wanting to read this since it came out. I just didn't want the hardback, because that thing is huge. I don't like big books. I want this size. This size is good. But, I have read reviews, and I have heard that this book tries to have too many like plots from other books like meshed into it. Like I've just heard like it's a mosh podge, like there's too much going on. Oh, you got this, now you got this. Wait, no, we're gonna bring in this. So it kind of sounds like she's trying to do almost every kind of YA fantasy trope, I guess, out there. And so far, I've been told like it's just kind of confusing, but people also enjoyed it. I think it has like a 3.7 on Goodreads, which isn't terrible, but it's not the best either. But needless to say, I'm so excited about this one. I'm a bit scared, I guess would be the word, but I'm also really curious about it. I can't wait to delve into it, so yeah. A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I finally got this. So I was just going through Book Outlet and I saw that they restocked it. There were only 5 left and I just had to buy it. I had to buy another book as well because I can't just buy one. So that book's going to be next. But yeah, in case you've missed some of my other videos, this book is about someone named Kel who can transport from different dimensions, I guess they're called. It's like Black London, Red London, Silver London, blah, blah, blah. And he actually messes up in one of the Londons and they're about to be killed and it's up to him to save it. I've heard a lot of great things about this book series, but my bookstore really only carries like the second and third one. I don't know why they don't have this one like on the shelves, but it's never there when I go to check it. But yeah, I finally have this one and I am so excited to read it because I've heard such great things about this book and its plot and its characters, and I've heard even better things from the sequels of it, and then as well as the other kind of fantasy series that she has going on. It's like Vicious and Vengeful. I forget what it's called exactly. If I don't finish this book this month, I'm gonna be extremely upset with myself. So I'm gonna do my hardest to get to this book so I can just read it. Reign of the Earth by A.C. Goggin. This is a book about a girl named Shalia who is forced into a marriage with another kingdom to help provide peace for her kingdom. And there are also elementals, I believe they're called, which are people that can control, water, earth, fire, air, etc. And she can actually control earth, but her people are being hunted down and killed, so she has to keep that a secret. While she also has to, go into this arranged marriage that she doesn't want to go into. And then on top of all that, her brother is actually trying to start like an uprising. So she is trapped between being an elemental, this arranged marriage, and a rebellion. When I read the summary of this book, I wasn't really that interested. Again, I got this off of Book Outlet. I wasn't really that interested. It kind of sounded cliche with one of those, oh, who am I going to choose, type of things that I don't particularly like. But then I read some reviews and they said that the description is actually misleading 100% and that this book is like really like dark. Like it's not all like that. It's actually a lot more than what you think. So I decided to go ahead and get it. I've actually really love this cover. I'm not gonna lie though, I don't like the sequels cover in the slightest, but this cover is really pretty. I don't know how to feel about this book, it's there's a wasp in my room. Oh god. Nope, he's over there, so I'm just gonna be glancing a lot towards his direction just to make sure that he's not gonna attack me. Sorry about that, but yeah, I'm actually not too sure how to feel about this book. On the one hand, it kind of sounds really cliched, but on the other hand, I've heard that it's not. The premise with the elementals or elementes is pretty interesting. It's kind of a cliche almost with like the power and it's being outlawed and she has to fight for it. But Earth, she can control Earth, which isn't really seen a lot. You know, fire and water are usually the most popular. Earth is kind of shoved to the sideline, so I'm kind of really excited to see what's done in terms of those. I read the first page of it, and I actually really like the writing style. It's actually really pretty. So yeah, I actually think that I'm gonna enjoy this book, but fingers crossed. And that was my June TBR. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to follow me on all my other social media, such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, those links will be posted down in the description below. It'll really mean a lot to me if you do that. So yeah, hopefully this month I can read a bit more than I did in May. Fingers crossed. My hopes are high for this one. But yeah, thanks. Bye.